YouTube. So Triple G stops Ryota Murata in 9 rounds in a competitive fight. Gennady Golovkin, he lost the first 4 rounds to Ryota Murata. Triple G, he was clearly getting hurt to the body every time that Murata would hit him down to the body with the left hook to the liver and the right hook. Gennady Golovkin would lower his hands to huge gasp of air, and he would wobble. Okay, Ryota Murata was winning the first 4 rounds of the fight using his jab, the 1, 2, 3, throwing a lot of hard right hands. We seen Gennady Golovkin hitting more and more and more in those 4 rounds than we ever seen him really in his career. Then Gennady Golovkin, he knocked out Ryota Murata's mouth guard in the 5th round, and that's when he started taking control of the fight. In the first half of the fight, he was fighting off the back foot. He started to get more aggressive at this point, using his stiff, hard jab, the right hand, the looping overhand right, the right hook. He started to use the uppercuts and use feints and angles to slowly break down Ryota Murata. Ryota Murata definitely tried to fight back, but he was just clearly getting battered by Gennady Golovkin. Then in the 9th round, Gennady Golovkin was seeming on his way to stop him. Then he gassed out. Ryota Murata started to come forward. Then Gennady Golovkin caught him with a right hook and dropped him in the corner. They stopped the fight. I definitely think it was a very competitive fight. Like I said, I thought that Gennady Golovkin landed harder and more significant punches, and I was right. Ryota Murata, the reason he lost his fight was because he backed down after his mouth guard got knocked out, and for the simple fact that he has no defense at all. That being said, though, Gennady Golovkin is definitely past his prime. He looks slower than ever. He was getting hit with a lot of punches that he shouldn't most likely have been getting hit with. That's because his reflexes have dulled. His footwork is decent, but he's not fast enough to move out the punches like he used to. And he was taking a lot of huge gasps of air, even in round 1. Like even when you go to the highlights of the zone, you can hear him breathing extremely hard, and that just shows you that he's not going to be able to fight like he used to aggressively for 12 rounds without tiring out. You know what I mean? Yes, fighters are going to take breaks throughout the fights, but the breaks that he was taking were just long and heavy. And even when he was trying to batter Ryota Murata, he kept taking, like I said, little breaks throughout the fight and stopping when I thought he could have got Murata out of there earlier. If this was Gennady Golovkin in his 30s, I think he would have gotten Ryota Murata out of there probably in that 5th round. That being said, Gennady Golovkin at this point is food for Canelo Alvarez. Shout out to Gennady Golovkin for becoming a 2-belt champion at 160. But like I say, he just looks old, past his prime. Canelo Alvarez is the prime of his career. He's about to fight Dmitry Bivol. Canelo Alvarez, if he fights Gennady Golovkin in September, should he get past Bivol, I see him stopping Gennady Golovkin in about 6-7 rounds. I see him slipping a lot of Gennady Golovkin's shots, taking advantage of the slowness of Gennady Golovkin, breaking down Gennady Golovkin down to the body and to the head, rolling with shots, and just battering Gennady Golovkin until either Gennady Golovkin gets stopped or gets brutally knocked out. That being said, though, Gennady Golovkin, what will he do next? I don't think he will ever fight Jermall Charlo or formerly Demetrius Andrade. He's ducked him. He won't fight Jaime Munguia because Jaime Munguia is a threat, even though he has ducked Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. I think Jaime Munguia at this point stops Gennady Golovkin because he's a younger, bigger, and stronger fighter at this point. Jermall Charlo definitely stops Gennady Golovkin. They have similar styles, but Gennady Golovkin at this point, like I said, is slower. He doesn't have the same reflexes that he used to, and I just see him getting stopped by every elite fighter out there. Ryota Murata is not elite fighter. He's a good fighter, but this was clearly a cherry pick. It could have been a cherry pick gone wrong if Ryota Murata had continued to be aggressive after getting his mouthpiece knocked out. But salute to Gennady Golovkin. But I think he should retire at this point. Nothing else to prove. He's one of the most overrated fighters in his generation. Seriously, they overrate him simply because he's a white fighter. I don't think he has anything left to give to the best of the best in the divisions no more. That's why I think he should retire. Otherwise, we will see Gennady Golovkin going out on the shield. But to wrap this up, this is Not Seeing the Dream. Rocking says, next to sleep. I'll holler at y'all with another one. Peace.